I have a confession to make. I thought the Sims 2 patch on a dumb phone would at least have some depth, like the other Sims games on mobile, but oh boy, I was dead wrong. Although, I'm still making this video for the sake of completion. Let me clarify what exactly the Sims 2 patch is. The Sims 2 patch is an expansion for the Sims 2 where your Sims can finally own and raise their very own pets such as cats, dogs, hamsters but better, and birds. Yeah, nothing really weird out of the usual, maybe except the part where it was also available for mobile too. But for now, let's see what the pet store has for us. Wario was a man who had nothing to show for except an award for being the most uninteresting person in the entire state, and that made him sad. But that was all about to change when he acquired a golden Labrador retriever he named it AJ from a nameless pet shop owner who decided to help him to have something in his life by lobbying him up the ladder of some pet company. I really tried to make something out of this. In this game, you don't take care of a sim, but rather you Sim's pet instead. In a similar fashion to a virtual pet game, there are also 22 goals for you to complete if you want to beat this game. So let's take that route. Most of the goals involved teaching your pet some neat tricks like sitting down, speaking, standing, dancing, and etc. Each trick takes around 4 times of teaching for your pet to be taught. Some of the goals were buying this and that because of capitalism, and also included finding items in the park by waiting for your adorable pet to dig up something. To reinforce your pet's behavior, you can encourage good behaviors and hinder bad behaviors. Although if you mix-match the good with bad and the bad with good, it won't affect your pet's behavior at all. Oi, quit sniffing your own poop! As you complete more goals along the way, your Sims will be promoted with a raise, and I don't think it was worth it. Spoiler alert. In the end, Wario got promoted to the president of some pet company, but he only made 250 simoleons per day with seemingly no days off benefit. In The Sims 2, being a president of some company nets you 1,400 simoleons per day. That's 5.6 times more than what Wario made. I think you were underpaid there, buddy. And of course, you can pay with your pet too. Yeah, boy! Catch! Well, I don't know how you did it, but it was awesome! And that's all. That's the entire game. I cannot believe I recorded 40 minutes of footage only for them to be used for like 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah, this video is pretty short. Because the gameplay was more akin to a virtual pet game instead of a simulation game, and plus, the reward for you for beating this game was nothing but a sense of accomplishment. I was scammed. But this is not the end of this video, because I felt like this cannot be the right game. I mean, it felt like a shoddy bootleg instead of an official game. Let me explain. While I was writing the script for this video, I checked the Sims wiki for more information about this game, and to my no surprise, its information is stopped. But there were 2 sentences that made me question whether my game was legit. The first one was that a naked puppy can shed papers. I never saw my pet doing that. And the second one was that the game came with 6 breeds of pets, which 2 were only available in my game, but the rest were not. So, what was going on in there then? Well, the answer is not something to be surprised at, because the version the wiki described was for the Nokia and freaking Gash. That's right, viewers and viewers with ADHD. A superior version with more features and a full-fledged 3D graphics was made during the craze of the portable game consoles in 2005. What I paid was actually an official game, but it was for normal dumb phones at the time instead. If you don't know what Insane Hill is the Nokia N-Gage was an attempt from Nokia to get into the gaming scene. The device was a combination of a cell phone and a handheld game system. While the idea sounded awesome, it was a commercial failure because this thing used to cost $299 US. You could use that money to buy a better console with better graphics and better games than whatever used to linger on that Tago phone. Since this video is already too short and I already have an engaged version ready to be played using the emulator, I decided to include it in this video too. And now, let's get back to The Sims 2 pets for the engage. In an alternate universe, Wario was still a man who had nothing to show for except an award for being the most uninteresting person, but instead of being for the entire state, it was an entire planet now, and that made him depressed. But that was all about to change when he acquired a golden Labrador retriever. He still named it AJ from a pet shop somewhere, I guess. So how was the gameplay? I think the word "may" is the only correct way to describe this. Yes, it is an improvement. The 3D graphics were decent and all, but the gameplay loop has nothing new at all, besides a new location called Kitchen where you can feed your pet, and you're safe too if you don't know that, and a harsher voice to scourge at your pet when they did something bad.
Never the rest of us!
I mean, it's a virtual pet game on the Engage. I don't really know what to say about this. I mean, there's nothing new to keep you on your toes. Besides, the only selling point was the graphics. If you want a more immersive version, try the PHP version or literally anything else. This video sucks. And that seemed to be all about The Sims 2 pet for your dumb phones and for the Engage too. So trust, I'm proud to announce that this is the end of the Sims games on mobile series. Except it's not, because what we have completed is measly just The Sims 2 catalog on a mobile. Oh, it's not over yet, my adorable and also cute viewers, because The Sims 2 series somehow also exists on a mobile too, and it was not just a single game. 6 editions were made to match with each expansion pack of The Sims 3. Will I be able to complete them all? Honestly, probably not. I scouted ahead to see how each edition played it out, and they were somewhat stale. You will see later why. But now, this is the end of this video, for real this time. Thanks for watching this video. Now put your hand to good use and hit that like and subscribe buttons. See ya!